ladies and gentlemen, don't adjust your screen. You are seeing and you are believing. This is the A to Z program. I am Eric Zant over here. He is on my left now, or my right now. Sometimes he's over there. But today, he's over here. This is Tim Tabala, the greatest co-host of all time. Tim, how's it going?
It's fucking going, man. What's up?
Not much at all. Just drying off from this crazy weather we've been having.
Oh, you still got rain going on up there?
Yeah, it wasn't even supposed to rain today, and it rained today. Like off and on, but still enough to piss you off. Did you get a lot of rain down there?
Not today. Previous days it was rain, just cloudy and drizzly and on and off. Today was actually beautiful out.
Nice. We're
supposed to get in the 70s tomorrow, so
yeah, that's what we're supposed to get. We're supposed to get some good weather tomorrow, so hopefully I can get a lot accomplished. Yeah. What a week! We didn't go last week, but man, there's been a lot of stupid shit going on in the last couple of weeks, man. Like I was I don't know if you paid attention to it or not, but I was like interested. I invested myself in the news, and only one reason is because I couldn't help but see it. That fucking guy in Texas. That killed that family because he was shooting his gun, and they asked him to keep it quiet because their baby was trying to sleep, and he went in there and killed everybody and wounded like 4 others or something. Did you see that?
Yeah, there's a bunch of lunatics out there.
I don't get it, man. I don't get it. Oh, Dave, Cinco de Mayo.
Sinkhole de Mayo.
Sinkhole de Mayo, yeah. Didn't we establish that this was the what do we call this? The Puerto Rican St. Patrick's Day?
Yeah. You know it.
Or Latino St. I mean, is it just Puerto Rico or is it
I said Hispanic St. Patty's Day. That's what I said.
Hispanic St. Patty's Day. Okay. I'm not trying to generalize one Hispanic nation over another.
Dave, are you hammered, Dave? Are you drunk?
Mexican, not Puerto Rican. Mexican. He corrected us. Yeah, I can venture a guess he's definitely hammered. There's no way he's not hammered. We need to cool down and on the menudo until tomorrow. Oh, don't listen.
Listen, if there's any day for menudo, it's today.
Yes. Today is the day. Today is, if any day, we should be playing menudo today. And we might.
What's better than the 2 whitest people playing menudo?
Exactly. And trying to understand Spanish that they have no grasp on whatsoever. That's quality entertainment right there. That's what people should be paying attention to. Anyway, yeah, that crazy lunatic in Texas shooting. He was hiding in a bunch of blankets. Did you see that? Yeah. Hiding in a laundry room.
This world. I don't know. I'd love to say it's the worst time in human history, but that's like impossible to say. I mean, we've had like the Black Plague and like this place that used to be like 20 but yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, in my lifetime, we're living in the worst time ever.
In our lifetime, yeah, this is the worst time to be living, or that we have lived through. I don't know when this is going to stop. I saw some crazy statistic. Boy, I can never get that out. Probably the allergies. Some crazy statistic that said in the first 100 days of 2023 there was like over 100 shootings. There was like 120 or something, 123. The only way it gets worse is the Mets win the win. I mean, they're 9 games out of, or they're something. They're last place. They're in last place. They're not.
I'll wait for.
Thank you, David.
For Terzio to chime in before I say anything.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to get into a big Mets thing. Terzio can talk about the Mets all he wants. I am not entertaining any Mets or even Yankees because they're not doing very well either. They're last place. They're 500, but they're dead last.
Well, that was the point I was going to make because Terzio the other day was always screaming at me that they're in last place and the Mets are in second. Yeah, but the Yankees have a better winning percentage than the Mets do. So that just means we're in a harder division than you are. So shut up.
They're like 534, like or something like that, and they're what, like They don't even have a losing record. They're like 15 and 13 or something.
I don't know. I just laughed at that though. That's why
Uh,
I don't entertain that stuff anymore.
no, I mean Terzio, he's just one of them closed-minded Met fans that don't want to see anything but orange. I mean, think about it, Tim. If you had to hold on to glory as long as they've been trying to hold on to, like, it's
No,
almost
but you see that I always say this. There's the diehard fans, kind of like our boys on the Put It in the Book show,
mm-hmm.
right? Then you got other people where, and I always say this. I'll ask you too, Eric. You said you have a rivalry team. Whatever rivalry, what team do you hate the most?
What team do I hate the most?
Any sport, doesn't matter.
Dallas Cowboys.
All right, so let's say you're an Eagles fan. Would you rather see the Cowboys lose or the Eagles win? That's the difference between fans.
Yeah.
Sergio's the kind of guy who would rather see the Yankees lose than the Mets win, and that is where my problem with certain fan bases come from.
Yeah, I would rather see the Eagles win any day of the week. I'll take a win any day. There's teams I can't stand. There's teams that I don't want like any part of, and there's teams I don't even care to know. I'm trying to move my camera around to fix all this stuff. But no, I'm not gonna like get so like butthurt that like I wish like I'm gonna lose all prospect of the team that I like because I want the team that I hate more to lose. I mean, that's just
and that's the difference between certain fan bases.
And there's a lot. There are. Yeah, I do. There's a lot of fan bases like that. The Viking fans are like that. There's a lot of bitter Viking fans. The LA teams, like the California teams, are a little more laid back. Like they have to be diehard because let's face it, not many of them are any good either. I mean the Lakers, but they're struggling. But like Dolphin fans are like that for the Patriots. So the Dolphins and the Patriots have the giant rivalry. That's the one. I didn't know that.
Fans are like that so they'd rather see the Patriots lose than the Dolphins win. But it's a certain. That's where I draw the line at that kind of stuff because I want my team to win.
Yeah,
I mean, if my team is out and the most team I hate is in, then yeah, I'm going to be happy when they lose. But I don't look forward. In other words, let's put it this way. Especially because football is harder because it's only a 16-game, 17-game season, so you have to pay attention to every single game. But let's take baseball for example. I don't know where the Red Sox are. I don't know what place they're in. I don't know what's going on. I don't care until the end.
Right.
Meanwhile, when it matters. guys like our friend is so concerned with the Yankees being in last that he's enjoying it too much. But meanwhile, they have a better winning percentage than your team.
Yeah.
So it's like that's the whole point. What the fuck do you want? Where do you go? Where do you
the Red Sox are in third place, by the way.
That's right. And I don't care until October or September. I don't care.
No, because
162 games.
No, yeah, because the hockey playoffs, if anything, have proven that because like there's teams like let's say the Maple Leafs, who happen to be my favorite team, made it in and made it to the second round when they were slated as a good team, but they really weren't slated to make it very far because there were a lot of teams better.
Who's their biggest rivalry? Their biggest rival, Toronto.
Maple Leafs, Toronto. I would probably have to say Toronto's biggest rival. I mean, Buffalo is a big one. Probably might be the Bruins. Might be the Canadiens too. Probably it might be Montreal or Boston. I would think, but that's a good question. I've never really thought. I've always thought of the Bruins or the Canadiens, or Buffalo because they have that they just go down to QEW onto 90. I mean, it's only like an hour away.
Dave, you're obviously by your computer. Why don't you just come on and talk and hang out?
Not the king, because he's sitting in some bar with a bunch of people he doesn't know, buying him drinks. Pinching his cheek. Come on. It's Maple Leafs. I think it's the Bruins. I gotta say it's the Bruins. I know the Bruins and the Hurricanes have quite a rival, but I think the Maple Leafs. It might be. It's not the Rangers, because the Rangers obviously are probably the Devils, right?
Rangers
Or
have too many. Rangers have
yeah,
too many.
they have too many Islanders.
Islanders,
but
Devils, Penguins. You just hate them all.
but like what I'm saying is like the hockey playoffs prove that the postseason is where you really have to get a new perspective in things because the Bruins, who not only won the most points and the most wins in a season, got knocked out in the first round by Florida. I knew it. I knew that's what you were doing, Dave. I knew for a fact that's what you were doing. It's too loud for me to. That's all the more reason. Just check. Okay, Dave, how about you just check in for like 2 minutes? Just give us 2 minutes. You don't have to stay. You can go back to, doing what you do with your little frilly umbrella drinks and, loud Cinco de Mayo bar. Give us a little. We need a check in from a man on the street, so to speak.
I just
Send the link.
sent you the link.
You just sent it.
I just sent it.
Now, Tim,
and I promise we will dedicate tonight's Menudo song to you.
we will, and I already have the Menudo song we're gonna play.
Awesome.
But Tim, I'm not a giant. I'll be honest with you, Cinco de Mayo. I don't even pay attention to it. Like someone had to tell me what it was like 6 years ago, because like I'd heard mention of it here and there, but I never paid attention to it. I honestly never knew this was a real big thing. And
I wasn't joking when I said it's Hispanic St. Patty's Day. It really is.
Definitely. When you said that, it hit the nail right on the head because I've happened upon different venues like in Binghamton, accidentally, of course, and I mean they were going all out for Cinco de Mayo. You're talking like nacho plates and margaritas and taquitos or taquitos or whatever the little things are. You roll up the taco meat in the shell. I mean, they're going all out. Like they were going all out and going crazy for Cinco de Mayo. I mean, I don't even understand. Like I don't even know what the 5th of May signifies. Does it signify something?
I'm sure in Mexico it. When we look that up. Oh, here we go.
Yeah, look that up while we get a check. Oh, look at this. And here's our man live from Miami at Cinco de Mayo. Producer Dave.
What's up, fellas? I'm gonna have to move away because it's really loud here and I can't hear you.
Where are you, Eggs?
Let us take a look at your shirt. I want to see the dress shirt.
Oh, look at this.
Okay, so there's tacos on it, have to keep it going, Cinco de Mayo theme.
Wow, you're wearing a taco shirt. That's
what are you at? What is it? An outdoor bar? Where the hell are you?
So it's a bar, like it has an outside and an inside. This place is actually I know it's not gonna go with theme of Cinco de Mayo. It's an Irish bar, but it's just starting off here and then going elsewhere right now.
Oh, so the Irish are taking part now, and
I mean, absolutely. Who knows better about drinking than them? Come on.
That's 100%. That's 100%. So are you in Miami or are you in somewhere else? He's gone.
I'm still there. No, yeah. So this is right by Miami Airport, like on the other side.
Okay. So you're down South Florida, ripping it up. You got a big crowd where you are, Dave? Is there?
Right now, it's a decent crowd. I think a lot more places that have like the Mexican vibe have more people. Like across the street, there's another Mexican place that has like outside patio. They actually brought in like earlier like a horse that was like doing like the trotting, like the little dancing stuff. So they were over there earlier.
Wow.
So there's other places that are a lot more packed. I think there's a place today in Wynwood. I'm not sure if it's happened yet, but they were gonna do a Guinness World Record for the most amount of tequila shots taken at one time.
Wow.
Like at the same time. Yeah.
Oh, everybody takes a shot at once.
Exactly.
Oh my God. So Dave, tell me what made you choose this bar first? I mean, is this the first one you've been to?
Yeah, it's the first one I've been to right now.
So why did you choose this bar first over traditional like cantina bar?
So this one, I really like this bar. This bar is like, again, it gives you like a more divey bar feel than most like bars in South Florida give you.
Nice.
And we know people here, so they kind of like hook you up sometimes. Like gave us technically like for a single shot of tequila, it was like a triple.
Oh wow!
So,
Now wait a minute. You said we. Who are we with here?
That was my next question. Are we
Yeah.
rolling solo tonight? Or who are we
Yes.
rolling with tonight?
Sounds like he's got a posse, so I want to know, Dave.
just a couple of friends right now. They're inside, taking over for me as I come over here and make my presence known on the A to Z show.
Dave, you know, we appreciate you taking time out of your Cinco de Mayo partying to check in with us. And that's a live shot, everyone. Dave is actually in South Florida. He's at a bar celebrating Cinco de Mayo. So this is, this is the kind of exclusive content that you can see here on. Now, Dave, I'm looking in the background and I'm seeing a lot of flashing lights. I think is that the street behind you right there? Or is that like a drive-through barber shop? What's that?
Street, like one of the main roads, but the main
Okay.
mainest road is down that way.
Okay,
Like I
so
said,
they're just
this has very like dive bar-ish like vibes. This place right here.
oh
Those
well,
are
you know,
Yeah, because
Dave,
it's not next to like anything major. It's not like close to the beach. It's not close to like anything like downtownish. It's literally right behind the airport in like the area that no one goes to.
you know, airport bars are notorious for being greasy. So I applaud your decision to do this. So dive bars, Dave. Dive bars are great. What's a typical dive bar in South Florida look like?
So there's a couple that I frequent depending on the day. It's literally just a bar, maybe a couple TVs, probably like the bigger one of the main ones. They'll have like a pool table and like an area to sit outside to just, do your business. We live in Miami. Oh, I live in Miami where just because something is not legal doesn't mean it's not happening back there.
Oh wow, we got
What's
some.
gonna get you through the night. Like for example, this bar here doesn't close until like I think they close at like 4 in the morning.
Oh my God.
So people are gonna be here all throughout the night. That's why like it's still sort of technically a little early to go out because people are still getting ready and seeing what the night holds.
So a lot of nightlife starts later down there then, like especially on a day like this.
Yeah, people will start. I mean, people will start. Some people will start drinking earlier, just because they can or they want to. But like on a normal day, like you probably won't be going out until like 10:45, 11.
Wow.
Well, Dave, Miami's also famous for its good-looking women. Why don't I see any? Why are you not showing us?
Very good point. Very good point. I was going to make my way to that, but Tim, I'm glad you brought that up. Immediately.
Well, because again, I am at a dive bar, and this one in particular. Unless, how do I say this? On a day like today, they wouldn't be here. For instance, they'll be more at like the frequent spots where a lot of people are at, like the place that I told you is doing that world record. A ton of them will be there. Others will be like at your like typical like Chevys or just those areas that are doing like very local stuff.
So there's not any like skanky bitches hanging out at that dive bar at all? I mean,
I didn't say that.
Okay, just to make sure that we're
We did not say that. It's just a different crowd for this time right now here.
That's cool though. That's cool. Well, Dave, listen.
As you progress in your drinking, and feel free to call us back in the next 45 minutes or so if you, especially if you do happen to get a certain skank willing to come on the air with us, because that would be fucking phenomenal. By the way, Dave.
That's exactly what I was going to ask you, Dave. That's exactly
you will get MVP.
Triple.
You'll get MVP of the week if you get us a skank.
Yeah, dude, that's exactly what I was going to say. Before we let you go, we want to see some ladies of the night throughout the night. So listen, you got a couple check-ins here, another hour. So like check in with us, and we would like to see some loose women if it's okay.
Hold on. Sorry. We'll do, fellas. Sorry, I have my friend calling me to see where I'm at.
That's okay. Hey, listen, Dave, you go back to partying.
I'll go make sure to go have another triple. tequila shots, so then I can do that favor for you guys and see who maybe shows up on the A2Z show.
Hey, we will have
Nice.
them. We'll have them. Dave, thank you. Thank you from South Florida. This is producer Dave, everybody. Cinco de
No
Mayo.
problem, guys.
Have
Love
fun.
you guys. Have a great rest of your show. I'll try to check in again.
Awesome.
Cool,
Love
man.
you,
Later.
Dave. Thank you.
See, Eric, this is what we need more of, I think.
I
We
think
need more man on the street,
I think
crazy
so.
situations going on. Not even just on this show, on everyone's show.
On everyone's show, yeah.
Everyone should be doing this shit right now. Boss, I don't know if you're watching right now. This is what we need for the Pop Culture Pros Network. We
Yeah.
need more shit like that going on.
I mean, that segment, like I bet like the list, the download time, like later tomorrow or whatever is gonna go like up and like that for that segment. No, that was great. That was awesome.
But, Eric, just for the record, Cinco de Mayo commemorates Mexico's May 5th victory over France in the Battle of Puebla. It's a small
Ooh.
town. On that day, Mexican President Benito Juarez left General Ignacio Zaragoza, a Texas native, to defend the city of Puebla from French invasion.
Now, Puebla is in Mexico, or
Yes, I believe so.
So
So there's that.
Juarez must be the guy they named the Juarez city after.
No, Saturday, tomorrow night, Terzio, Backlash.
Yeah, wrong show, Terzio.
Yeah, we got our street reporter on. That's awesome.
Yeah,
tomorrow, man, and hopefully Dave won't be too hungover to do the Backlash pre-show tomorrow. So yeah, we're gonna bring that to you some day tomorrow. So whenever Dave's ready, we'll do it. So I'll put a message out there. We will do the Backlash preview before the pay-per-view tomorrow.
I mean, if this guy's going to be like trying to be involved with the world record of taking a shot, everybody taking one shot of tequila at the same time. I mean, I don't know how much shape he's. Well, it'd be fun. Hungover Dave. I think Hungover Dave would be fun on the show.
Yeah, well, hopefully we get to see Drunk Dave in the next 40 minutes or so.
I got a feeling that I got a feeling that he's going to check in one more time. I really do. But that's interesting, Cinco de Mayo. That's interesting. I mean, Mexico has had a lot of I don't want to say famous battles, but like, they've I mean, what was there, like the Pancho Villa thing, and then there was like the Mexican-American War, the Spanish-American War, the Alamo, whatever that was. And they've been involved with quite a few skirmishes over the years, and that's nice that one day can commemorate that small town victory over France.
Yeah, but you know what? It's the French.
Yeah, but I've said it before, Tim. The French were jobbers for a long time, but dude, they have the fourth biggest army in the world now. I mean,
me, you, and Jazz could fucking take out the fucking French.
I would say the Quebec army we could, like, with no problem. Actually, we could probably take the whole Canadian army. Who we can? There's like what, 4 of them.
The French are like the hipsters. I don't care how many, but I'll fight all of them at the same time.
I'll fight all of them at the same. Bring all the French to me. Bring them to me.
I don't care.
Bring them to me.
Certain groups are like, nope, ain't gonna mess with you. Hipsters and the French, I'll fight fucking 5 of them. I don't care.
Yeah, I mean, I think I can't see a lot of aggression coming out of Paris or whatever wherever the French. I mean, they're a little bit of civil unrest over there as far as I could tell. I heard they were having a problem with the rails or something, with the trains and dumping garbage or something. I don't know. It was didn't even make like the world news until the week after it happened, so it must not have been that important. But
hey,
Lauren,
they hate us. I hate them right back.
Yeah, well, Lauren was following this story, and she was surprised that it didn't make world news, and it finally did. Like, I'm not kidding. Like a week later, it was something about where the sanitation work. I mean, basically sanitation workers on strike or railway workers on strike or something like that. But I can't. Can you? What would a French union leader look like? Like, you think of the Teamsters, these fat, greasy guys with cigars. Like, what would a French Teamster look like? Like
I don't know. Don't they all look alike? Don't they all look like smoking, skinny?
Yeah, they're like
pastel colored suit wearing.
Yeah, pastel colored suit.
Yeah, berets.
Like pasty skin, that little, like the Tennessee Ernie Ford mustache.
Yep, that's how I see it.
They got that cigarette holder thing.
Not to paint a whole country into one little stereotype, but yeah, that's how I see them.
Well, I mean, that's what we know of the French. Those are those mimes that, like, do do like this shit, like
The mimes.
the mimes. I'll be honest with you. I do. There's a 60s French pop singer, and he has the coolest name ever. His name is Sacha Distel, and he sings like these French pop songs in French, and they're great. They're like bubblegum pop, and they're fun. But I don't know how I know how I found out about him. I was in Toronto, and of course, when you're staying in Toronto in a Toronto hotel room, you get, the Canadian cable that you get, but there's like 2 or 3 French speaking stations, like out of Quebec. And it's hard to believe that Quebec can even muster up a TV station, but they did. So this guy was singing this song called Monsieur Cannibal. And I was like, no shit. So I got home, and this is the days before YouTube. I had to get on the HIV of laptop computers, LimeWire, and I found the song and I found the guy, and then I, of course, when YouTube came around, I looked him up and I found the video, and it's actually really funny. Sacha Distel, you never heard of him?
I'm looking at him right now.
Yeah, he looks like a. Tell me he doesn't look like a typical French dude.
He does.
Yeah.
I got him on the Ed Sullivan show.
Yeah, he was actually really popular.
Doing Raindrops Keep Falling on My Head, really?
Yeah, he did that, and he did. I think he did a duet with not Diana Ross, Dionne Warwick. He did a duet with a very, very famous singer.
You want to violate some copyright?
Yeah, let's violate some copyrights. Let's see. Is this Sacha on the Ed Sullivan
Let's have
show?
a very big welcome for this visitor from France.
Raindrops are falling on my head.
Oh my god, I want to punch him.
And
Oh my
just
God.
like the guy whose feet are too big for his bed, nothing seems to fit. Those raindrops are falling on my head. They keep falling. And so I didn't.
Okay, I just want you to know that's making me very angry.
No, hang on. There's the
His accent is making me very angry singing this song.
Dude. You would know, like, if you didn't know, okay, and you didn't even hear it, we muted it and we showed this to people, they would know that guy's from France.
Yeah.
They would know that guy's from France.
And you know there's something wrong
100%.
with them singing this song because it's making me very upset.
Raindrops
No.
falling on my head.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it sounds like. All right, wait. I'm sure if he sings in French, it'll be a lot better.
Look up Monsieur Cannibal. That's the one we want to see. It's in black and white too, and it's got a really funny video to it. However they made it up, but there's nothing wrong with a little Ed Sullivan. Like, okay, tonight we have a great show for you today.
What is it called?
Oh,
Here, I see it.
There it is. Oh, there it is. That's the one. The one down there, the black and white one. Yeah. No, not that one. That's the song. That's not the one you want. You want that one. Yeah, that's the one you want. Look at this shit. This is great.
En le voyant sortir de son camion, chassait les papillons d'Afrique. Les cannibales en le traitant d'espion l'arrêtèrent sans façon de suite. Il essaya de leur parler anglais, espagnol, portugais, chinois.
He's still wearing a bow tie.
Mais en voyant leur mâchoire qui s'ouvrait, il se mit à hurler d'effroi. Monsieur Cannibal.
Oh! Uh-oh, what's going on?
Okay,
Oh,
wait a minute.
Hold on a minute.
Wait a minute. Now, when you say Monsieur Cannibal, I'm thinking that's a French word for something else. It's really about fucking cannibals?
It's about Mr. Cannibal, don't eat me. Yeah. If you look at the lyrics up?
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
But you see, now that it's in French, it's funny.
It is funny. And
Don't sing Raindrop. Don't sing any English standards, please, with your
No.
stupid accent.
That was terrible. He was struggling through that too.
I can't believe it's a real fucking song about a cannibal.
Oh yeah, I think it like loosely translated like I don't know if he's caught or whatever, but he's like pleading with the cannibal guys not to eat him and telling him he's from, I don't know. I don't even know, but it's great. And look at the white people dressed up as cannibals. White French people. That makes sense.
But look how happy he is about getting by eating by a cannibal.
I mean, I mean, I hope Mr. Rogers didn't see this because, like, that's a Mr. Rogers sweater right there. And the bow tie.
Funny.
I don't know, dude. Like this guy's brave. Of course, it was the '60s, and I don't know what it was like in France in the '60s, but maybe that. I mean, like I said, he looks like a typical French guy that you want to just punch in the face. There's no two ways about that.
I don't want to like. As long stop singing in English, and we'll be okay.
Yeah, that was terrible.
That was funny. That song was pretty funny.
Oh, the cannibal song's great.
I could get into that. I can get into that and listen to it.
Oh, is that Ed Sullivan on the Big Show?
Wait, Raindrops Keep Falling on My Head was like a big song for him. Oh, here's Liza Minnelli and him.
Maybe that's who it was. I thought he was with like a Motown singer.
The first pick in the 2023 Sportsbook Draft, FanDuel selects the Kentucky
Derby. FanDuel. I don't do FanDuel, do you?
How come it's not playing?
There you go.
Let me check.
Oh, you muted it. Oh, now we got some swinging jazz.
Dans ce studio, une des plus grandes personnalités du musical international en visite, Mademoiselle Liza Minnelli. Bonjour, Liza.
Oh.
C'est gentil de t'avoir avec nous ici. Dis-moi, Liza, tu voudrais pas, puisque tu es là, on est en famille, c'est le 27 décembre, bien, tu voudrais pas chanter une petite chanson avec nous? Celle-là, elle est jolie, tu veux pas chanter juste un petit peu comme ça? Ah, c'est gentil.
Liza speaks French?
En français,
I was going to say, does she even know what he's saying?
No, I don't know. Mais je sais en anglais.
Tu sais en anglais?
Oui.
Alors,
Ça va?
en anglais, ça va bien. C'est gentil.
For me?
Pour toi, pour you.
Toi?
Oh,
Okay,
for
here we
you?
go. It's impossible. Could the sun desert the sky? It's just impossible.
Wow.
It's impossible. Ask a baby not to cry. It's just
Is he gonna sing with her?
impossible. Can I hold you closer to me?
You know, if you look at her closely, she does look like Judy Garland a little bit.
I don't think he sings in this though. I think he just has her singing that whole time. All right.
Hello, Daddy.
Well, that's interesting to know that this guy is out there. He exists.
Yeah, and he was evidently pretty popular in his day in the '60s. Well, there wasn't much going on. But yeah, Sasha Distel, coolest name for a French guy ever. Coolest name for a French guy ever.
We have an update for a second here. Okay, Jana, say it.
Uh-oh, what do we have?
J. There's C.
What's J for?
Jack.
Jack what?
The cat.
There you go.
I love it.
In a few minutes, you'll see Jack, okay?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'll call you.
She's around here somewhere. Yeah, we'll get her rousted up for Jana because we got that's part of the show. We get Jana has to say hi to Jack the cat. That's
Jack can close the show.
Yeah, that's woof. She already closed a can of food, so boy, that cat can pack it away, man. I'll tell you. So I was watching not to get into wrestling, but we were talking about we weren't really talking about it, but dude, Shane Douglas he's a smart guy, but he knows how to construct, I think, tall tales in his head. Like,
oh yeah,
his version of events and what really happened, like I don't know if his view is just skewed on everything, but like, dude, he is so far removed from reality. It's not even funny. And he's so bitter.
He thinks he's tougher than he is too.
Oh, he
thinks he's the toughest guy in the world.
He thinks he's the toughest guy in the world. He thinks he's the greatest worker in the world. He thinks that he's this gigantic fountain of knowledge of wrestling. And dude, like you had mid-card runs in WCW. You had kind of enhancement talent / mid-card runs in early WWF in early 90. Then you came back as Dean Douglas. Didn't get over with the Click because of I found out from different sources other than the Click that it was because of his attitude. And he did have, Corny and Pritchard and everybody said that he's a great guy, but his attitude just sucked. Like he just had an issue with everything. And like if you hear him, he's on the shoot interview with that one guy, the wrestling shoot interview with WSI guy. He's telling the story like he went into Vince McMahon's office. It was before the Razor Ramon match where they handed him the belt. He's sitting there saying like argue like I'm telling Vince this and I'm telling Vince that. It's like, dude, fucking motherfucker, you're not telling Vince McMahon anything. Like you may be like talking, but Vince is just gonna like, well, pal, you know. And it's like just to hear this guy. I kind of lost a lot of respect. I tried to like Shane Douglas because I got behind him a little bit in the old days, and I got behind the Dean Douglas thing a little bit because I thought it was new. It was kind of fresh. And then all of a sudden, he just gets the title handed to him, loses the Razor, thank God, and then he disappears. But now we know it's because of his attitude. Then he was in ECW, and like his matches weren't even really that great. And I remember the WCW matches weren't great. But anyway, to get off the subject of Shane Douglas, I happened to flip by it the other night, and it just like, you ever watch something like a shoot interview or an interview with a wrestler just makes you irate? Like, can't hear you.
Hello.
There you are.
The stupid thing keeps coming loose. I have to get a new one. Yeah, he's the one in the Click documentary that kept saying, you know, trying to bury the Click, which is hysterical. Him trying to do that. But he'd say, oh, you know, I couldn't control my temper. So I chose to leave rather than deal with it because I couldn't control my temper. What were you going to fucking do to any 5 of those guys? Nothing. You were going to do nothing. And if you were any good, again, I don't care what anyone says about the Click burying people. I believe I know it's a wrestling shoot, I'm sorry. I fully believe that they wanted to bring people, make them better. And then the whole story about them having a list of guys is true. But it wasn't a list of guys to fire. It was a list of guys they wanted to work with to help bring up to main event status, to help them, you know, help the company out. But him and his delusional shit was, that was a thing to fire people. No, it wasn't, asshole. No. It wasn't. It was a list of people that they thought who were the best guys who could make the company better.
Yes.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing wrong with that. And you know what he fails to mention? Like he acts like the Click, you know, Nash, Hall, X-Pac, or 1-2-3 Kid and Shawn back then were like the only wrestlers on the card. Like, dude, you still had like the Smoking Guns. You still had Yokozuna. You still had the Undertaker. You still had all those guys. And there were all these guys that were there. It's like the Click didn't just control everything. Like they didn't, you know, they were the upper.
Sean always said, and they all say, every one of them says it. No one had the balls to go into Vince's office and tell him the truth. They did. Particularly Sean. The other wrestlers resented that. Why would you resent that? They're trying to make the fucking company better because wrestling at that time was not doing well.
No.
So even Sean says it. We weren't scared to go in there and tell Vince, by the way, dude, this sucks. We should be doing this. This blows. We should be, you know. Everyone else was afraid to do that. So Sean calls them chicken shits. He goes, excuse my language, but if you don't have the balls to go into Vince and tell him what you want and try to go after what you want, you're a chicken shit. And I'm like, yeah, I agree.
I agree with that. And he could motherfuck Vince to his face because Vince didn't want him to go because Vince knew he was money. And Vince knew that if he left, like at that moment in time, you know, pre-Austin, he'd have been fucked.
Yeah.
Like, we might not even have had Austin. It might have went in another direction had HBK went to WCW. And my God, can you imagine that scenario if the HBK went and became one of the founders of the NWO? Like if he was like, say he was the third guy, like how fucked up that would have just been the ultimate coup. Of course, then Hogan wouldn't have, we wouldn't have had Hogan, all that shit going on, but it's just interesting.
Hogan would have been done.
Hogan would have been done. He
was
would have been
done
done.
because he was getting booed already, so he would have been done if that was the case.
Yeah, I don't think they would even have went that route.
No,
But
no.
you know, speaking of Hogan, Tim, I haven't heard wrestling aside, just Hogan by himself. Have you heard much about Hogan lately? I haven't.
Well, I follow him on TikTok and other shit. He pops up every day. He spends most of his time in Florida at his beach shop, making appearances and stuff.
Oh,
That's
really?
really it. That's really it. He hasn't been doing much else, I don't think.
I heard those appearances are cool too, because like he'll sign and do just about anything with you. Like,
Yeah, he'll talk to you and stuff. Yeah, he doesn't just sign you and get the fuck out. He
yeah,
has, he'll talk to you and take a picture with you and have a good conversation with you. So, Hogan's still the guy I got to meet.
you still haven't met Hogan.
Got him. I got to. I'm hoping he does like some kind of autograph session up here one day, so I can fucking go meet him before he dies.
I can't believe that he hasn't or not as often come to New York. I mean, or have you just missed him?
He was here, not here. He was upstate somewhere, close, and I wanted to go so fucking bad, but I couldn't get nobody to go.
No
I was
shit.
like, we gotta go. It was somewhere. I don't want to say Saratoga, not Syracuse. Something with an S, I think.
Huh.
Somewhere. He was upstate somewhere, and I was like, dude, we gotta go. We gotta go. Nobody wanted to go.
Nobody wanted to go.
Nope.
No shit. How far was it from me? About halfway? From you to me, or
I think it was the other way.
the other way? Like up
Yeah, I think. What the hell was it?
Schenectady?
Was it Schenectady? I think I had an S in it. I don't know. I don't remember. It was a while ago though.
But he was there, and
He was there doing autograph signing. I was like, shit, I gotta go. I was gonna bring the belt and everything, but like I said, it all
now
screwed up.
does he charge like that beach shop? Hogan's Beach Shop. Check it out if you guys, everybody out there hasn't. Check out the YouTube videos and stuff of that. It's a cool shop. Like
I've been there. I've been there.
You have been there.
The Orlando one, yeah, the one in Orlando. I've been there.
So how long has it been there?
Well, last time I went to Florida was 2017, and it was there.
Wow.
Well, the first one was in where he lives.
Tampa?
Is
Or does he live down? Or does he live on the beach somewhere?
Clearwater?
Clearwater, okay.
Somewhere. And then he opened an Orlando one. The Orlando one is like 5 minutes from fucking Universal Studios.
Wow.
Well, we stayed in the Universal Studios hotel when we went down last time. And I was like, oh, let's go to Hogan's Beach Shop before we go eat. And it was literally like, we pulled out of the parking lot, drove a little bit on one boulevard, made a right, boom, we were right there. I was like, oh, wow, this is fucking awesome.
Now, you guys had a Florida vacation back then?
In 2017, yeah, that was last
2017. So, did you guys rent a car or?
No, we drove down.
You did drive down. Oh, okay, cool.
Jada won't fly. Well, we don't know if
She
she won't, but we know we're not taking that chance that she'll fly. So we don't think she will. We don't think she'll get on board with that. So
yeah, and if you don't want to put her through,
yeah, we wouldn't put her or the other people through that.
Well, yeah, but it's still like that could be traumatic. So you don't want to do that. But no, you drove down. Cool.
Yeah, we drove down twice. We drove down with the kids, and the kids. Let me tell you something. Kids were fucking perfect. You think every parent says their kids are perfect. They were perfect for the ride because I guess they were just so goddamn excited.
Wow.
They were perfect on the rides.
I can't imagine, dude.
And we stopped. We stopped in hotels to sleep. Anybody you can make that trip in a day if you're motivated enough. In fucking 15, 16 hours if you want.
Just drive straight.
But we were like, no, we're not going to do that. We're not going to put the kids through that. So, we left like on a Friday night. Stopped in Virginia.
Okay.
Like at the end of Virginia, slept for like 4 or 5 hours. Got back up, drove. Did we make it all the way? Yeah, we made it all the way to Florida after that.
No shit.
But yeah, and the kids were fucking perfect. Loved it. They loved every minute of it.
Now, when you went to Hogan's Beach Shop, was it like it is on the videos they show now, or does it look kind of the same?
It's kind of the same. It was a lot more open, like a lot of cool. I mean, they had his motorcycle there, which was cool. They had the Clubber Lang, Thunder Lip statue.
Wow,
that was fun. All the belts are there. The coolest belt to see in person would be the fucking 1986 championship. The one he had for the most of his run. The belt before the Eagle. The
one that had the big loop, like
yeah. That was pretty cool. That belt. Yeah, the one after the Sheik and before the Eagle. That belt was there. That was pretty cool.
He did have that belt for a while.
Yeah.
Now, now, do you pay to go in, or you can just walk right in?
No, it's just a store. Just walk in. It's a store.
Just a store. So even when he's there, you don't think you got to pay a fee?
Not to get into the store, but probably to meet him, you do.
Okay, so it's probably like he's got a little separate place in the corner where he hangs out, and it's like,
yeah,
give him like
every shirt you can imagine. Hogan stickers, wristbands, fucking sweatpants, socks, hats, mustaches, all that shit was there. I bought a mustache eyebrow wig set for my cousin's son. It was pretty funny.
Nice. Does he still have it?
I don't know if he still has it or not. It was always a while ago.
An eyebrow mustache. That's great.
Yeah, because it was blonde, and the wig was blonde. So
I would fucking get one of them. Did it have a bandana? The wig?
No, but you can buy the bandana. They had every bandana there. Hogan, every one that he's ever wore, they had there, which is pretty cool. They even had fucking rip stuff.
They had rip stuff?
Yeah.
From fucking am I doing that right?
Barred. Yeah,
no holds barred. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, they had that shit too. Hang on, I gotta blow my nose. Good. I was gonna blow my nose real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
Volume off. You're still
getting Tim's still fighting the infection. So that's no good. So yeah, I would love to that someday I would love to visit Hogan's Beach Shop. That'd be fun. I'd like to see Hogan. I would like to see Hogan.
I gotta see him before he dies. Yeah. Listen, one of my big, I know we turn this into the wrestling show again, but one of my biggest regrets is never fucking seeing Macho Man. It really is one of my biggest regrets.
Now, hang on a minute. You never saw Savage even live at a match at all?
Nope.
Really?
Nope. Always missed him for some reason. WCW, don't forget, wasn't big in New York.
Right.
They only had a couple Nitro shows, and I couldn't go to any of those for some reason, one reason or another.
And they were all on the island, right?
Never fucking got to see him live.
I think they only went from Nassau. I don't think they went from the Garden. There's no way they're getting in the Garden.
They weren't allowed in the Garden.
No, there's no way they're getting in the Garden.
No one's allowed in the Garden unless Vince says so.
Yep. I mean, I think that's pretty much true. Like he's probably brought more attendance to that thing than besides the Knicks.
If any wrestling company says, "Hey, we want to put a show on," they have to call Vince and say, "Vince, this company wants to put a show on. What do you want to do?" I'm going to put SmackDown there that day. No, and that's it.
That's it. Done.
If Vince says no, you can do whatever you want, then they'll book a fucking Ring of Honor or a whatever. But WCW never. AEW never will set foot in Madison Square Garden.
They never will. Now, did you what we're talking about MSG? I can't remember. But I know what I was gonna say. So you have pictures. You got pictures with Hall and Nash.
Yeah.
You have Flair. You have Austin.
No Austin.
Rock.
No Rock.
Piper.
No. I wish.
No Savage, right?
No Savage. I got Luger in the airport.
I remember that. I remember that. We were kids.
Yeah, we were. That was the day, Yokozuna day.
Yeah, when he slammed him.
Yeah, because we were on our way to Florida that day, and just happened to be there, walking through the airport, getting ready to do that shit. I was like, okay. Wow. Oh, he just did it. Either he just did it or he was going to do it. I don't know which one it was. So, yeah, I don't have too many of the old guys.
No shit. You got a lot of new guys.
Yeah, because now that now it's easier to get to. Actually, tomorrow I'm a little pissed off too. I forgot. Tomorrow's that big fucking convention in Jersey I wanted to go to.
No shit.
All the old guys. I mean, I'm gonna miss it, but hopefully they'll be back around.
I'm gonna break your heart. Tim, I was at the Broome County Arena when Savage crushed Ricky Steamboat's larynx.
I know. I remember you told me that.
I was there. I saw the whole.
I was watching that live. I remember. I was like, "Oh, that's not good."
that was three separate Superstars tapings we watched. We saw the Piper's Pit where Hogan Andre challenged him and ripped the thing off of him. That was in Binghamton. And then they filmed the next week when Hogan came out and accepted the challenge, and he's like, "Yes,
yes."
Yep, that was there, and the Piper thing was there. I'd have to go back and like rewatch the Superstars tapings, but that was a fun one, man. Like Binghamton had a lot of cool shit back in the day.
Well, the best thing about that place is it's fucking small, so.
It's small. If you need to go out and go to the bathroom, it's quick. If you need a popcorn, it's quick. If you need a drink, it's
you
quick.
could literally like a rest on the ring could literally scream at the guy in the back row.
Oh, he
and
could.
Hear him scream back, which is the best part.
Oh, definitely could. Shawn Michaels.
I'm always looking for Binghamton tickets.
Really?
Like I would rather drive to Binghamton than go to Madison Square Garden. That's how much I like that arena.
Yeah, I remember back in '96, we went to see wrestling. It's when Shawn had just won. It was like November or December '96, and dude, we were screaming boring, like we started the boring chat. So Shawn Michaels turned around to us and he's going like this. He's like going like right along with it. He knew it was us. He looked right up at us and he's like, it was so cool.
Yeah.
It was so cool. It was so cool. Binghamton, Binghamton's a cool arena. It's too bad they lost the AHL. They only have the Black Bears now of the WFHL. I don't know what it is. It's not even a.
Yeah, they used to have the Binghamton Rangers, man. That was cool.
They had the Binghamton Rain. Well, they had they had the Dusters. Then they had the Whalers, the Binghamton Whalers, which were Hartford. Then they had the Binghamton Rangers, which were the New York Rangers. Then they had
the Senators, right?
No, the BC Icemen. They were the United Hockey League. Then the Senators were there forever. Then the Devils, the Binghamton Devils, were like 2 or 3 years, and now we're back to the Binghamton Black Bears. But I've heard whispers that in a few years to come, there's a couple franchises that are losing the city's leases up with the team, and Binghamton may have another, because Binghamton's pretty popular for AHL hockey. It's one of like the staple cities that it was in, and I can't imagine Binghamton not being without an AHL team. I really can't. But I hope they do. I really hope they do, because I've been to, actually, the only ones I haven't been to, I never went to a Devils game. But I got the Senators games, Whaler games, Ranger games. So I only went to 2 Ranger games, but I went to a bunch of Whaler games. They were fun. I still have a Whaler hockey stick somewhere around here, a little tiny one.
Oh, those little ones. Yeah, I used to have that too.
Yep, they were fun. They were a lot of fun. Yeah, I don't think Dave's gonna make it. I think he's
getting drunk.
He's getting drunk celebrating Cinco de Mayo. I don't know. We've been about an hour, Tim. What else you got? You got anything else you want to say before we depart to the darkness of New York State?
No, not really. I'm pretty cool. Pretty chill.
I'm proud to say that I got the episode right, where this is episode 81 of the A to Z program. We have 19 episodes left till we hit the big 100. And I have something I'm already cooking up for the 100th episode, which I'm hoping will be sometime in the fall, give or take. Not that I'm not going to try to be consecutive with the 20 weeks or whatever, the 19 weeks, but things happen. And I'm shooting for the fall for the 100th episode. And I have a giant surprise for everybody. I'm not even telling you, Tim. I have a giant surprise for everybody that I'm cooking up. I hope I can get it cooked up, and I hope I can get it formulated. And so that's something to look forward to. And there will be cool things happening. There will be cool giveaways. In fact, I don't want to ruin anything or anybody. So the 100th episode of the A to Z program, when it comes up, like I said, we got some time, but I'm hyping it now. It's going to be pretty cool. It's going to be pretty big. Oh, by the way, Tim, I reached out. Do you remember Degrassi Junior High?
Mm-hmm.
And how that was one of my favorites. I always loved that show. I think you and I talked about it a few times.
Canadian melodrama.
I reached out to Pat Mastriani, the guy that played Joey Jeremiah, to see if he wanted to be on the show. He hasn't emailed me back yet, because I noticed he's been doing conventions and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm hoping that he gets back to me, because how cool would that be to have Joey Jeremiah on the A to Z program?
That'd be pretty weird.
That would be fantastic. I think it would be great. I'm going to try to make it happen. I'll keep pestering him, but that's about it. That's about all we got tonight for the A to Z program. You guys know our shows. You know what we have. We know we have the Mets, the Yankees. We have the Ed and the Granny, Peach Tea. Sometime we'll get back into the 00 deep dive. But other than that, there's one other particular show you should pay attention to, and that is the Just Two Sweet show. And it stars the two greatest podcast personalities on the web today. And look what Tim happens to be wearing right now. He happens to be wearing the official Just Too Sweet shirt. That is our show. That is the wrestling show. That's every Tuesday. You should watch that, because if you don't watch it, then you have no idea what's going on in the world of wrestling, nor does your opinion matter. So your opinion will matter if you watch us afterward. But if you don't watch us, we don't want to hear from you, because your opinion sucks. And that's all there is. But until Tuesday, this has been the A to Z program. This is Tim Tabala. My name is Eric Zant. We are getting out of here, but we are going to see you Tuesday, Friday, and any other day we feel like doing it, we're going to. And Tim, all I'm doing is stalling, because I'm trying to find the ending video. And I know Terzio is talking about something, but hey, Terzio, go ahead. I'll let you have the floor. You have no time. Oh, you have no time. Well, Tim, as usual, I fucked that up. I hit the wrong button.